Chasing the end of the rainbow, 2 of 2. Full circle primary rainbow, and almost full secondary bow, seen from an airplane. In a perfect lens with no chromatic aberration, the focal length of the colors is the same. The colors in the white light are not dispersed. Chromatic aberration is a failure of a lens to focus all colors to the same point. It occurs because lenses have a different refractive index for different wavelengths of light. Chromatic aberration is what causes rainbows. Spherical raindrops act more like the lens and mirror in a flashlight than like a prism. They reflect a flashlight-like beam of sunlight back toward the sun. Chromatic aberration means that, while the red portion is 42 degrees wide, the violet portion is only 40 degrees wide. The bright portions of these colors do not overlap, and you get colored bands. Reflection and reflected rainbows. Primary rainbow. Secondary rainbow. Reflected primary rainbow. Reflected secondary rainbow. Reflection primary rainbow. Reflected reflection primary rainbow. Raindrops are never the tear-shaped objects but spherical. Small raindrops are kept strongly spherical by surface tension forces. Larger drops are sometimes flattened by air resistance as they fall, and they may even oscillate or wobble. Rays emerge at many angles. Those deviated least are the most numerous. They form the outer colored edge of the bow. Primary rainbow. Rays reflected once inside raindrops make the primary. Its colors are produced by the two refractions as the rays enter and leave. Rays are deviated back towards the incoming sunlight to form a bow appearing opposite the sun. The 40 degrees to 42 degrees angles depending on the color of the light are called the rainbow angles. And the intensity of each color are greatest at the rainbow angles. That's what causes the colored arcs. The sky is brighter inside the bow because rainbows are disks of light rather than sets of colored rings. The primary bow is a shining disk brightening very strongly towards its rim. Outside the primary there is a fainter secondary bow. Secondary bow formation. Light emerging after two internal reflections forms the secondary bow. The secondary bow at top is nearly always fainter than the primary. Its colors are reversed and more widely separated. Alexander's dark band is the area of sky between the primary and secondary rainbow, and it is noticeably darker than the rest of the sky. The single reflected light of the primary brightens the sky inside, and the double reflected light of the secondary brightens the sky outside of it. To our eyes, it appears that the sky is darker between the primary and secondary rainbows. Named after the Greek philosopher Alexander of Aphrodisias, who observed it around 200 Common Era. Physics of a primary and secondary rainbow illustrated. Sun rays hit the raindrops. Rays reflected once, inside raindrops make the primary bow. Its colors are produced by the two refractions as the rays enter and leave. Rays reflected twice, inside raindrops make the secondary bow. Its colors are produced by the two refractions as the rays enter and leave. The Alexander's dark band is between the primary and secondary bows. The angles of the red and violet colors of the primary and secondary bows. Supernumerary rainbows. These are rainbows bordered by narrow colored bows, green, violet or orange, due to interference of light waves. They occur inside the primary rainbow or on rare occasions outside the secondary rainbow. Look slightly inside a bright primary bow and sometimes you will see one or more predominantly green, pink, purple, or orange fringes. Their numbers and spacing can change from minute to minute. End of the rainbow. A reference to the myth that a pot of gold can be found at the end of a rainbow. It is a noun figuratively means a magical place where one goes to find fulfillment of one's dreams. If we are able to see an entire rainbow, for example from a plane or drone, it would form a full circle. Rainbows have no pots of gold at their end because they are without end. They need no earthly golden pots, they are already beyond value.